What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Cats. Battlefield Earth. I'm not sure how it even got a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Dragon Ball Evolution. Holy hell, was it bad? Aragon is a close second. Had some good casting, but the effects and the script was terrible. Holmes and Watson. Literally every joke missed horribly. I regret not walking out of it. Jeepers Creepers. Reborn. So bad it took me days just to finish it. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Son of the Mask is considered by many, including myself, to be the absolute worst movie ever made. It isn't funny, makes no sense, is incredibly stupid, just has no redeeming features at all. Food Fight. 2012. Absolutely atrocious. Dumb plot, dumb characters, ugly animation, horrendous voice acting. I forgive Sausage Party when this abomination exists. Also, Food Fight has a budget around $4,065 million, which means the budget is on the level of Kubo and the Two Strings. Edit. Sausage Party has a $19 million budget. WTF. College. It came out when I was an idiot college student, so I was definitely in the target audience for the straight-to-DVD movie advertised on late-night MTV. That I torrented, but I couldn't sit through it in either of my two attempts to watch it. 1492, Conquest of Paradise starring Gérard Depardieu. 1992, 2 hours 25 minutes. I also nearly started a riot in the theater. Gérard Depardieu was a Frenchman playing an Italian, sailing for Spain, but speaking in English with a thick French accent while mispronouncing Spanish names and words so badly that it was somewhere between farce and hate crime. While mostly forgettable, there was an interminable montage of the Spanish building a church in the New World. The climax is them making a bell and hauling it up to the top of the bell tower. Columbus. Frenchman Depardieu was encouraging the men by shouting, "Heave ho," over and over and over again. Not exactly inspiring dialogue, but probably fine on paper. On film, however, Depardieu's accent was comically bad. He-you've, he-yo, over and over and over again. The entire movie was so awful and so long that the audience audibly groaned throughout. Several people even stormed out, announcing their departure with obscenities and tossed buckets of popcorn. But it gets better, or rather worse. There was a scene where Columbus and his forces rushed down to a river to fight with the Native Americans. Finally, at long last, was this the merciful climax to the film? As the forces met in the water, flames everywhere, then blinding white light followed by blackness. What a weird and abstract ending. Everyone was properly confused and began to break out into discussion groups. What did we just see? Were the flames symbolic of something? Genocide? Nuclear war? It did look a bit like an H-bomb, someone said out loud. Moments later, a theater employee stepped in to casually announce that the projector had caught fire. Ah, finally something that made sense. The projector committed suicide. The employee explained that it would be another 2,030 minutes before they could resume the film. The audience grumbled and groaned. I was a punk college kid who definitely did not want to wait another minute or return to see the ending. So I shouted, "We want our money back." Quote, I thought I was being funny, but the crowd responded with cheers and angry shouts of approval. And, just like that, it seemed that the crowd had transformed into an angry mob. Oops. I wondered, do people go to prison for instigating riots? The poor theater employee rushed out. Then back in a few moments later. He announced nervously, "Okay. We're going to refund your money and give you a voucher for a free movie." Just please. Please don't break anything. Quote, the mob seemed satisfied with the offer and left without causing trouble. And no important lessons were learned by me. Home Alone 4. That Bill Cosby ghost detective movie was bad. Battlefield Earth. OMG. So bad. I'm not saying Jupiter Ascending was the worst movie ever. But it is definitely 2 hours and 7 minutes of my life that are filled with regret. Shark Side of the Moon. I see a lot of great choices in the comments. But there can only be one worst movie of all time. A movie so bad M. Night Shyamalan himself couldn't watch it. A movie so bad Tommy Wiseau would cringe in disgust. A movie so irredeemable, so insufferable, so terrible and up its own ass that Mystery Science Theater couldn't make it worth your time. That movie is Catwoman. Titanic 2 was pretty bad. Suicide Squad. 2016. To its credit, it's the best movie I've ever seen that was filmed exclusively inside a Hot Topic. Morbius. Starship Troopers 2 was one of the biggest movie disappointments of my life. It's complete and utter trash.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.